Okay, there's definitely I feel like there is a decision that needs to be made. Like maybe there's a feeling, maybe you feel a bit confused. Some of you may be a bit confused as to what new direction you want to take. Either you have the opportunity to advance in your career, or to start your own things. And I feel like you guys need to trust yourself, okay, to make important business decisions and focus all your energy on utilizing your abilities to manifest wonderful things. Because with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like that's the advice that this card is telling you, right? And also ground yourself and ground your emotions, because you have the abilities to manifest wonderful things, right? Don't feel helpless with this star card in reverse here. Don't feel reverse with this star card in reverse here. Alright? And don't bind yourself, because opportunity awaits you. Even if you are unemployed, feel comfortable to leave the nest, okay? To start up your own feel comfortable to leave the nest with this Page of Pentacles here, to start up your own things or your own businesses, or if you want to start a new business venture, if you want to take a course, or if you want to further your career, or take that next step, like in your career. If you do have a promotion that's on the if you have the advantage of advancing your career, don't be scared to do that. Take the next step, take that leap of faith, okay? Or take that next lead in an existing job, all right? I feel like this is going to be very important for you, because I definitely feel like a lot of you are feeling trapped, or like a decision needs to be made, and you're feeling mental blockages with these swords here. Both of these means entrapment, or that there's a decision needs to be made, but you're reluctant to make it. All right, but with this Eight of Swords here, is definitely talking about you feeling self-imposed limitations, or like mental anguish and disgust, and that you're just overthinking things and overanalyzing situations, when the situation doesn't have to be so distraught, or doesn't have to be so frightening or daunting to your mental, because you're only harming yourself. All right, so I definitely feel like you need to take a risk. All right. So what's working for you is the opportunity to take a chance and to take a risk when it comes to your work life. Okay? We have the Two of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you have the chance, like, take a risk, and a risk to take a chance, because you've got a little leeway in this aspect right now to play right now, to test your abilities, or test what you can do, because if you do, I feel like you will discover peace. It says pearls. This is in French. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It says pearls. This is my new favorite oracle deck. Okay. So if you do this, you will I feel like you will experience peace. So it may be some little anguish right now, or a little bit of confusion in the beginning of the month, but I feel like in the end of the month you will reach the destiny or the goal that you want. And this card basically means the blue sky symbolizes mostly peace, serenity, calm. The sky belongs also to the divine. The papyrus leaf is a symbol of the holy books where all knowledge is available. The word Jerusalem that is inscribed on the card means vision of peace. The cross is, of course, a Christian symbol that means the peace returns after a period of time of crisis and problems. Life will become calm again, like a new world after the apocalypse. Delta, the triangle, reinforces that spiritual dimension. Okay, and when it comes to your money, it says this card indicates that times are favorable for investments and economic profit or economic growth. And when it comes to your professional work, peace indicates a balanced and harmonious career plan in which the desired position is reached. Jobs that have to do with humanitarian and charity are associated with this card. Along with some cards, you can find out more. Okay? This is what the peace card means. And what makes me feel like even more like you guys definitely have a chance to advance in your career, or to have a stepping stone up into your career, because you received porte. I don't know if this is how you say it in French, but it basically means door, okay? So there's doors opening for you. There's an advantage for elevation. There's advantage for new life. There's advantage for peace if you just walk through a certain door, or you take up certain opportunities that's around you, okay? Don't be oblivious to them, and don't be scared to make them. And the door basically symbolizes, this card signifies the passage from the world of ignorance to the world of light, okay? Door is the possibility that unescapability occurs. And basically, in your money situations, this means solutions, financial problems are solved. And when it comes to your work, basically this can often mean agriculture or building when it comes to a specific kind of work. But overall, it means that you can switch jobs or advance in your career, okay? So this is what makes me feel like you guys definitely have the opportunity to advance in your career. So take advantage of this Page of Pentacles right now. Be studious, be inquisitive, be eager to learn, be willing to ground yourself, and to be tangible and be practical, and be have a firm foundation, and have stability, and have plant seeds and make investments, because the Pentacles often deals with money and often deals with the earth signs, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And these signs are all of the above of what I just described. So maybe you need to take on the essence of more of a Virgo, a Taurus, and a Capricorn, because you will get to where you want to go in business if you decide to go the way of the Pentacles, all right? And dead all this confusion, or this inability to make a decision, okay? Make a decision, because you have this Seven of Cups in reverse here. Cups deals with emotions, water signs, but in this case, the energy in reverse is telling you to make a decision, all right? And to make a decision, make a choice. It's alright to have your head up in the clouds, to be idealistic, and to want to do all these things. And this may even symbolize that you have a lot of offers that you have on your plate, which is either maybe you can go in, you have so many different directions you can go into. Maybe some of you can start your own business, or maybe some of you can start a new job, or maybe some of you have a lot of jobs and you need to narrow it down to one or two, or maybe you just have a lot of offers for new jobs, but you need to narrow it down to make a choice, alright? Make that choice, because in this place you're just stagnant and nothing not going on, alright? Nothing's really popping for y'all. So make that choice so that you can turn this Queen of Pentacles in the upright, and that you can be sturdy, and that you can be reliable, and that you can be a savvy businesswoman and stretch your stuff, alright? And I feel like what's working for you in regards to your work life this month, Cancers, is it's the fact that you get to some of you may now get a chance to be a little unorthodox in your business dealings with this Hierophant in reverse, because or you may be able to leave a less structured way of doing things behind, because maybe you may have an advanced position now, so maybe you may have a little bit of leeway and you can play around a bit. So now you're of status and you get to bend the rules a bit more, okay? Or for the self-employed or the unemployed, this can mean that you can turn a hobby into a career, okay? And this particular hobby may be quite unusual or quite unorthodox, or maybe something that is a little bit outside the box to the norm, but you will prosper in the end, because you have peace and you have the door. So go through that door, because it will find peace. Do not allow yourself to feel trapped, because this will bind you and this will not serve you in the long run. This bitch is stubborn, okay? Because she can move. She can take off the blindfolds. All of this is mental. This is self-imposed, ignorant beliefs, alright? You have everything in your power to take off this blindfold and strut. Strut and slay, goddammit. Slay. So yeah, what else about the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Some of you maybe reaching a higher status, so you don't have to really follow the rules too much anymore, or you can bend the rules and make your own rules. You know, you can be a little bit more flexible at work. You don't have to follow any orders from too many people anymore, because you yourself are a boss if you do decide to take that promotion. But what I advise for you not to do, Cancers, in this month of December, is do not be do not be open to the suggestion or advice from others, okay? You may be missing some vital information that would help you on your journey, all right? And for others of you, this card simply means you shouldn't, overstep or misuse and abuse your newfound power and that new position that you do decide to take, okay? With this card in the reverse position. So with this new prestige position that some of you may take, do not abuse your power. Do not think you can, step over people too much, or because they may come back to bite you in their ass. All right? And now, when it comes to your love life, I feel like in regards to your love life, some of you may be overly trying to please someone who is completely self-reliant or self-obsessed and self-absorbed, okay, and who has a hard time letting people in their life. And I say this because you received all three of these cards and they all came out at the same time, which is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is the Four of Cups upright, and which is the Four of Wands. Alright? And the wands represent fire signs, which is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Wands all together tells me, I feel like in your love life, you guys are definitely dealing with someone who may be having hard times letting people in, alright? And you maybe feel like you're hitting a brick wall. And this wall, you may even be this brick wall. So this cannot, remember, this is a general reading. So this can either go on the flip side. This can be you who's doing this to other people. And love is kind of hard to come in. Or it can be someone else that's doing this to you. So take heed to that, alright? And also, it's either you or the other party in question who isn't taking heed to the opportunities that are around them with this Four of Cups here. Alright? And others of you were glued to the home and office or work, and you're not putting enough interest in finding love or taking advantage of offers that are given to you, okay? And remember, this can be you or your love interest. And there's some form of isolation, in this situation. Definitely some form of isolation, because you have the Nine of Swords, which is restless nights up all night because of mental thoughts and anguish. Then you have the Devil, and then you have the Hermit. Some form of isolation on whomever's part, alright? And it is putting a strain on the relationship, and this results in restless nights or constant heartbreak and stressful thoughts, which leads to obsession and bondages, which is this Devil card, and in unhealthy attachments, alright? And if you're not in an established bond, then this tug of war may be with someone from your past that keeps resurging themselves, okay? With this Hermit in reverse, this can mean that a past lover, or you have like this roller coaster ride with a certain person where you guys constantly keep circling each other. And what solidifies that for me is the oracle cards that you received, which I will read to you in a second, okay? So yeah, there may be this on and off tug and pull with someone, okay? And definitely someone is more into the relationship than the other, some of you are forced to some of you are also worrying too much about finances, so you can't really focus on love right now, okay? Maybe that's what this Nine of Pentacles in reverse is talking about. And what highlights that for me is that you received mutation, which is number 16, and then you received the retour. This basically means return, okay? So mutation and return, and these two cards together means regression. So that's what makes me feel like some of you may be dealing with an ex, or some of you may be having this tug of war with some ex that has these super hard walls built up, and you always feel like you always have to crush them down to please them, okay? And what these cards mean individually is mutation deals with a spiral that moves both inwards and outwards and has thus both a positive and a negative meaning. Okay, both evolution and involution are present. Yes, the card is in fact a neutral because of its gray color, seen also in the alpha man and woman cards. This card talks about our next step in our development or in life, but additional cards are necessary to figure out what mutation is trying to tell us, providing us with deeper meaning and understanding. Usually, mutation speaks of changes, development, and even relocation, depending on the surrounding cards. So some of you may decide to move on from a different relationship, to another relationship, or some of you, this is just highlighting the fact that it's reoccurring. Like I said, how it came up with the return card. Alright? And when it comes to love and relationships, emotions are uncertain. Besides that, one can go through tumultuous events in a relationship. The card can though also mean that a new relationship is going to enter your life, or that new friends are entering your life. Okay? And you also receive from the Angels Oracle deck, Love Oracle deck, you received new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So some of you may be tired of this person's shit that I was talking about earlier, and you may decide to move on. This may not happen right at the beginning of the month, but may happen more so towards the end of the month, alright? And this also can mean that sometimes this card means though that you take a break from a relationship, alright? And then you received the retour, number 51, which buckles down to 6. Retour. I don't know how to speak French. I wish I can speak that beautiful language, oh my god. Okay, yes, 51. Return. Return speaks of... This card has to do with life cycles and patterns that repeat themselves. So that axe that keeps coming back, we tend to go back to the same things and themes. Alright? And when love and relationship, this relationship is suffocating, and at the breaking point, upon separation, the card announces that the partner returns. So it's a constant cycle, never ending, it almost feels like. Okay? Then you received clé, which means key. And key basically speaks of the card key is associated with solutions and methods that help you get away from difficulties. In Egyptian mythology, the Ankh symbol was the key that opened the door to another world. Keys are used to open doors into the future and close down doors into the past. So please, if you guys just take with you what message just serves you, because every single message is not going to go with everyone and resonate with everyone. So just take with it what serves you and leave with it what doesn't, okay? And for love and relationships, this card is associated with a serious relationship. The relationship will renew its strength, renew of love, renewed passion, longing grows. Single people are about to start a long-term relationship. So maybe this is just signifying that that person that keeps coming back, or that reoccurring emotion that keeps figuring in your life. And if it isn't a person that keeps coming back, if it is a constant emotion or constant feeling, then that means that you guys have to do some soul searching, alright, to try and change that. I don't want y'all feeling like that. You also received number 8. Nade. Nade means nade. And nade in general is associated with a dark period in a human life when nothing works. There are blockages. You basically need to walk towards the dot, the light, up here, okay? At the end of the tunnel, and soon enough, better days will arrive. This card is indeed negative, but suggests that everything will end well. And the reason why I say this, why I feel like this is definitely pertains to you, is because what is working for you in your relationships this month, or what is working for you in these situations, even though it seems like it may be a little bit of upheaval, or it may seem like there's a bit of no light at the end of the tunnel, there is, because Nadir is telling you that. And also because what's working for you, you have the Five of Pentacles and you have the Fool, okay? And to me, what this means is you are a rebel with a cause. And because you are a rebel with, and capital letters in WITH, it means that you will succeed. Because yes, you may be dealing with difficult times, but you will leap into a new path that's full of optimism, okay? It says you had to feel the cold, and you had to have the hard times, and you had to feel that neglect for a bit of a while to make you stronger, okay? You haven't hit rock bottom, you just a bump, and you can step up into the plate if need be, alright? And you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And possibly even with a new love, which is probably why this card came out. And as the month comes to a close, okay? So yes, I definitely feel like you guys, it's okay that you feel like you're out in the cold, maybe with this lover, because you have this optimism, you have this strength and this faith to carry on. All right, and also you received Voyage. And also the Nadir card. What this card means in when it comes to love and relationships, it means sentimental solitude. In a relationship, one partner is distant and has a cold heart, impotence and infertility. And like I was saying earlier, I feel like some of you, somebody is just chasing after the other. There's not a balance. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be reciprocity. The give and take is next to non-existent. Alright, so y'all need to work on that. And then you also received number 36. I'm sorry, but all these cards came out, a lot of them came out at the same time when it came to regards to your work relationships. And this speaks of voyage or travel. Generally, this card means the search for new love, new horizons, and new ground. On the card, we have the symbols of the four winds and an island in the lower corner, which more or less represents new ground, new visions in a metaphorical or an actual meaning, okay? Like I was saying, you guys are going to take a leap of faith. You ain't done, you know. Dang it. No curses. Okay, and when it pertains to love and relationship, this card represents the distance created between two people in a relationship that can be reduced by good dialogue. The problems that arise are not due to deceit or unbelief, but rather one is tired of each other. If you meet a new person, this person is most likely foreign that you meet on a trip or abroad. He or she may also work in tourism or relation to travel or boats. Alright? So maybe some of you may be meeting somebody in this new form position that you may take or may stand when it comes to your working life. Okay? What you should not do, Cancers, when in regards to your work life, is you received yourself, which is because the cups represent the emotions, represent the water signs, Cancer, Scorpion, and Pisces. So I say whenever I feel like a card comes up, whenever I feel like someone comes up as themselves, is representing themselves, and when it comes up in reverse, I feel like it's saying is you may be too much into your element or too little into your element, okay? Basically, don't ignore issues that need to be solved and established in relationships, or in general, do not be attention seeking or malicious or manipulative, or try and gain or try and force your love on someone, okay? Don't be prone to jealousy or neediness, okay? Or insecureness, because no one wants a goddamn needy partner, alright? Because that's what the King of Cups can be in reverse. So remember what I said, whenever we show up as our own person in the tarot spreads, I feel like it's saying that you are either too much into your element or too little into your element. So balance, as I said in the beginning, needs to be found and needs to be implemented. Okay. And when it comes to your family life, and this can vary, this can mean your family life that you have created on your own, from your own family, or this can mean your family life from the family that you was born into. So whatever message relates to you, then that's your message, okay? And I feel like for you guys, when it comes to your family life, in the home or in the family front, I feel like someone is not pulling their weight, okay? With this Emperor in reverse and this Moon. Someone is not pulling their weight. There's an imbalance into who's giving who, okay? And who's giving who attention, and there's not enough equal effort. And here you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There's not enough equal effort. The Eight of Pentacles often talks of working hard, working diligently towards something, and to helping, and each of you is given an equal balance in the relationship. So someone is not pulling their weight. There's not an equal effort. This can be a rather borderline passive or borderline over dominating thing, okay? Especially with this King of Swords here and then this Emperor in reverse. Some may be baby fed. Some of you may be baby fed to the point where there is self-deception. Because this Emperor in reverse means someone that's not left the nest in some sort. So either this is you or someone else, or your children, or some family member, or something. Like, just so remember, this is in the house of your family, okay? So this is your family you created for yourself, or your family that you was brought into. You would know the message a little more pertains to you. You may be even overshadowed by an air sign or a fire sign, because the Emperor represents fire signs, particularly Aries, and then the swords represent air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, and the fire signs is Sagittarius, Leo, and Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. All right. I feel like should I be saying something else? Any messages you got for me, Spirit? And what's working for you in your life right now, ironically, I feel like what's working for you guys is whatever sort of imbalance that is taking place. I feel like it's actually working for you, because maybe that manipulative water reverse sign King of Cups is actually working for you. I don't know what the case may be, but you have Five of Cups in reverse. Oh my God, Five of Cups in reverse. You have the Temperance in reverse, and then you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. These two cards often speaks of balance. These two cards often speaks of balance and reciprocity, or an equal balance, or a well-balanced something, and in a relationship. But in reverse, it speaks of the opposite. And then the Five of Cups speaks of regret, and speaks of disappointment and hurt, and worries, and just seeing the glass half empty instead of half full. But in reverse, it means that you're actually kind of releasing that guilt, or releasing that pain, releasing that hurt, and you're starting to look on the bright side, and you're starting to go look for them two cups that's still upright over here, okay? These cups have fell down, but you're looking for these cups. You're looking towards these cups when it's in reverse, which is a positive omen, okay? So but yeah, I feel like this is actually working for you. Like, whatever sort of imbalance you may feel, it's working for you, because it's causing someone to actually feel sorry for you. Whether this is a loss of finances of some sort, or maybe a parental figure is supplying you with extra cash, or if it's an imbalance in reciprocity, with this Six of Pentacles in reverse, and attention, then I feel like someone again will come to your rescue to help you bridge the gap. So in some awkward way, or some ironic and weird way, I feel like the imbalances, or the lack of love that you or somebody else may feel is actually working for them, because it's causing someone to feel sorry for them. Okay, and like I said before, some of you may be baby fed to the, so I don't know, that's maybe happening with some of you guys in your family, or maybe you may be baby feeding someone. All right, and I feel like what you guys should not do this month in regards to your family is don't give in to weak tendencies that test your strength. Okay, and speaking of tests, the oracle card that you received for that was Epiv. I don't know, I'm really trying my best. Allow me. Basically, what this card means is ordeal. An ordeal is telling this is for students who go through tests and examinations. Additionally, it symbolizes challenges you have to go through to keep your job, or it may even show the job search progress. But the test you are subject to can also adopt other expressions. You might, for example, face a mystery or a puzzle that you're trying to solve. Sometimes the card stands for karmic debts that have accumulated. Alright? So this card also can be a karmic debt card. I see this card as a karmic debt card. 6 often is a karmic card. And this can also mean watch out, because you can want something that's unrealistic. Alright? And when it comes to love and relationships, difficult relationships with the surrounding environment, and intimate relationships, or both. The person does not know how to communicate and is unhappy in relationships. So yeah, like this goes back to saying that someone's not pulling their weight. You guys need to, exercise better communication in between y'all, alright? Should I ask what's the overall message for you guys in this reading? Goddess, let's ask the Goddess Oracle. Goddess, what is the overall message in this reading for Cancer? Spirit guides, archangels, ancestors of the highest good, please show me this way and show me the message. What is the overall message in this reading for Cancer? What is the overall message in this reading for Cancer for December 2016? What is the overall message in this reading for Cancer for December 2016? The arts. Express yourself through creative activities. So maybe this is telling you in your work life that you can start your own business, or you can follow your heart and do things that you want, because it will make you happy. Sarasvati. You are a limitless being. If it seems that you have time, money, or other restrictions, it's simply because your mind is focused upon the material world. You can unlimit yourself by lifting the cloak of the material world from your focus. Music is essential for expression of non-material ideals and energies. Music colors our surroundings with emanations from the highest vibrational fields. It allows us to escape all limitations in our thinking and vary existence. Surround yourself with music and allow it to stimulate your own creative thinking and to spark new ideas. Flow with music and give yourself permission to investigate the experiment with putting your creative ideas to action. Enjoy being limitless. The additional meanings for this card is play music, sing, dance, draw, write, do something creative, study, or change to a career that gives you creative freedom or more happiness, okay? Yes.